north to south distance on a globe, and it is the numbers on the side. And one easy way to remember it is that on a ladder, it's the bars that go down.
And then longitude are the numbers up top and on bottom, and they move from west to east. And
this is a legend on the map, and the symbols on the legend represent things that are on the map. For example, the dots represent cities, and there's scales on the bottom, and in this case, every inch is 2,000 miles.
And over here, there's usually a compass on a map, but not always.
Now moving on to the three types of map projections. A map projection is a flat map that represents a flat surface.
There are three types of map projections. There's cylindrical, azimuthal, and conic. Cylindrical is when you place a cylinder-like piece of paper over the entire surface of a map, or around it, on the equator, and you log the oceans, the meridian, the continents, and yeah.
Next is the azimuthal projection. It is commonly placed on one of the poles, either the north or the south, and it causes little distortion at the point of contact. And the next one is conic projection, and this one happens when you place a cone on top of a globe.
Alright, a legend is a list of map symbols and their meanings. So, like, in other words, a legend is it lists symbols on a map that represent something very specific. And in the book, that is a legend, and that is a legend. Okay, a scale is the relationship between the distance shown on a map and the actual distance. So, in other words, it's a measurement that only has numbers in it, and that's a scale right there, which represents 250 kilometers to 500, and that is also a scale that represents the same amount of numbers.
Alright, so this is a topographical map, and it represents the aerial view of a certain place. The lines on the map are called contour lines, and they represent the elevation of the place that you're looking at.
Alright, an isogram is a line on a map that represents a constant or equal value of a given quantity. So that's an isogram, and that's the real definition, but it's kind of complicated, so just think of it as an overlay map that represents like different data. So these red and blue lines are representing different data, and that's the isogram.
Geological maps are designed to show the distribution of geological features, and then this right here is the geological map, and they're made by just putting a isogram on top of a regular map.